All right, so today we're going to go over how to use one of our do-it-yourself SoloPest kits. So immediately you guys are gonna see our nifty disposable bags. These are a little bit over a gallon and they have a couple fill lines. Today we're going to be showing you how to spray both the home and the yard. Each one of our kits is going to be shipped directly to your door. It's gonna come in something like this, and when you open this puppy up, you're gonna see a couple things. The first thing I want you guys to pay attention to is our instruction manual. This is going to have step-by-step instructions, and on the back, it's going to have all of your safety precautions. Now, there's nothing scary about doing it yourself, but there are some things that you want to pay attention to. The next thing you're going to notice is your bottle of concentrate. Now, depending on where you guys live, we're going to be sending you a different bottle of concentrate. Sometimes we send you a dry product, sometimes we send you a wet product. Different problems for different concentrates. We will also send you varied amounts depending on the square footage of your home and the plan you guys choose. Rest assured, all you guys have to do is tell us what you want. We'll do all the brain work for you. Now, as a thank you for all of our new subscribers, we're going to be sending you a couple glue boards. These are super simple. The inside of this is going to be a very, very sticky glue. And so this is meant to monitor activity. You put these inside your garage, outside on patios, they'll catch some bugs for you. Next, you're gonna see your safety gloves. Each one of our kits comes with extra large just to fit everybody. So if you have small hands, these still work. If you have big hands, they still work. And finally, we have our electric sprayer accompanied with the disposable. After each use, just toss these. You don't need to save these guys. Now these electric sprayers come with the wand, and all of them are equipped with batteries already in them. All you have to do is pull this little tab and they're ready to go. Just make sure that you're not pulling the trigger until it's in the water. So now let's take our bag over to the hose. I'm gonna show you guys how to fill up the bag. So as a reminder, we're gonna be doing both the home and the yard. So I'm just gonna be filling this up to the fill line that says home and yard. Now that that's filled up, so now we're gonna grab our concentrate. This is a 1.5 ounce bottle, so this has enough for the entire home and yard, which is more than enough for the home and yard package, which is what these customers chose. So I'm going to shake this bottle up real good, then I'm going to pour it very carefully into the bag. Now, this is very important. When you get certified to be a licensed technician, you guys don't have to be, but one of the things they teach you just for safety is to rinse out your bottles well. So in this case, we recommend you go back to the hose, fill this up with water, screw the cap back on, shake it up, and then pour it back into your bag. Now you're gonna wanna repeat that procedure 2 to 3 times until there's clearly no more concentrate left in the bottle, and then you can dispose of this anywhere. The last step before applying our product is to make sure that this has enough slack to reach the bottom of the bag. We're then going to put that in, screw it very tight. When you screw it tight enough, these things are leak proof, so you can give it a good shake. And now we're ready to spray. So now that we have our bag mixed up, we're always gonna start at the base of the home. We're gonna put a nice little 2 foot up, 2 foot out spray. It's gonna give you about 4 feet of protection around the entire perimeter. Now in areas where you have patio furniture, in areas where you have bushes, you're gonna wanna do your best to get back there and get some sort of treatment down. The base is going to be how you keep bugs out of the home. So really quickly, let me show you how to do that. You're gonna wanna put your sprayer about 3 feet away from the base, and you're gonna wanna do an up and down motion. Now, pro tip, you can adjust these sprayers to give you more pressure or less pressure. If I'm going to spray something like a bush, then I want to tighten up my sprayer to where it gives me a mist, because then it can float and coat the tops and the bottoms of your leaves. Whereas if I want to hit the roof line, for example, I need a lot of pressure, so I'm going to loosen up the cap, and it's going to give me more of a pin stream. So I'm going to go around all of my base, then I'm going to hit the doors, I'm gonna hit the windows, and then I can start spot treating problem areas that I might have. Most homes are going to have problems in the roof line with spiders. Always be checking your local laws. The product labels all have instructions and do's and don'ts. Some states allow overhead spraying, some states don't. So be sure to follow the product label. In this state, however, we can spot treat up in a roof line. So now let's go out into the yard. I'm gonna show you what to do and where to stay away from. Okay, so now this is a good example of some stuff that you would want to be aware of. Now, if you read our instruction manual, one of the things that we tell you to do is stay away from flowers. There are certain insects that are our friends. So we don't want to spray flowers because that's where your bees come from. And if we kill a bee, that's not good for the environment. So I'm gonna stay away from these guys, but I can hit your bushes. There's nothing that a pollinator would hit here. Now, coincidentally enough, there's actually bees on these flowers, but you'll never, almost ever, see a bee landing on a bush like this. There's just no need for them to do that. They're simply just trying to pollinate. So if I'm over here, and it's not a windy day like today, I don't need to be aware of where my product's floating. I can take this, turn it to a mist, and I can spray down my bush pretty well. If this is a problem area for spiders, I'm more than okay to spray the base of this plant, but I am not okay to spray the flower itself. Lastly, if you guys look up here, you'll see a lot of spider webs up here in the roof line. I'm gonna do my very best to get as close as I can without splashing myself. I'll be aware of wind, but I'll just take up here and I'll apply a small amount of product so that when that spider comes back out, well, it's a bad day to be that spider. We just applied all of our product. Our bag's empty, so we can now dispose of this, store our sprayer. Hopefully you guys found it just as easy as we do to apply the product and save hundreds on pro-grade pest control. Be sure to keep your sprayers and be on the lookout for a box in 2 to 3 months. We'll shoot you a text beforehand. Thanks for using SoloPest.